Good morning, friends, and welcome to Preschool Storytime with Miss Natalie. I hope you're ready for a story time all about magic. Do you like magic? I love magic. I think it's so much fun. And I think you can do some pretty cool things if you have a magic wand. We're going to get started with our first story, which is called Sylvester and the Magic Pebble. Sylvester the donkey lived with his mother and father on Acorn Road in Oatsdale. And one of his favorite holidays was collecting pebbles of different shapes and colors. One day he was walking and he found an extraordinary red, shiny, and round pebble. And as he was looking at it, he began to shiver and it started to rain. And he thought, oh, I wish it would stop raining. And just like that, the rain stopped. Sylvester wondered what had happened to make it stop. He had never had a wish been granted so quickly, and he thought magic must be at work. And so he guessed, maybe this red pebble I found is magic. So he decided to test it, and he went, well, I wish it would rain and thunder right now. And you know what happened? It did. Sylvester thought, what a lucky day. Now I can have whatever I want. I can get my mother and father their best wishes, and my friends and family too. So he wished the sunshine back in the sky, and he walked home with his magic pebble, so excited to show his mother and father. But along the way, as he was crossing Strawberry Hill, he ran into a mean, hungry lion. And Sylvester got scared. And if he was scared, maybe he would have wished for the lion to go away, or to be home with his mother and father. But you know what he wished for? I wish I was a big rock, he said. And just like that, he was. And the pebble fell next to him, and the lion sniffed around and said, I thought this rock was a donkey. I must be crazy. And away he walked. Now, Sylvester did not have the magic pebble next to him or on him, and he had no arms and legs, so he could not wish himself back to a donkey. And he tried and tried, but he realized his only chance he had was someone finding the pebble and wishing him back into a donkey. So nightfall, and he fell asleep, because what else could he do as a rock? Back at home, his mother and father were very worried. Why hasn't Sylvester come home yet? I will never scold Sylvester as long as I live, and no matter what he does, if he just comes home, said Miss Duncan. So at dawn, they asked all the neighbors. They asked all the children, and no one had seen Sylvester. They went to the police, but the police could not find Sylvester. All of the dogs in town sniffed all around. They sniffed everywhere, up every tree, next to every rock, and every hill. They even sniffed the rock in Strawberry Hill, but it smelled like a rock and not Sylvester. After months and months of searching, poor Mr. and Mrs. Duncan became so sad. They thought that something terrible must have happened to Duncan, even though he was less than a mile away. So they tried to be happy, but they were miserable. They missed Duncan very much. Soon it became fall, and Duncan thought he would be a rock forever. So he fell into an endless sleep, and as fall came, and winter came, and soon it was spring again. There's the magic pebble. One day, Mr. Duncan said, Mrs. Duncan, let's go for a picnic and try and cheer up. So they walked up Strawberry Hill and they sat on this big round rock. And when Miss Duncan sat down, Sylvester woke up from his mother sitting on him, and he tried to yell, Mother, Father, I'm right here. But they could not hear him. They found that little shiny rock and they thought, oh, Sylvester would have loved this rock. And they put it on top of him. And they sat their lunch and they ate and they said, you know, Father, she said, I have the strangest feeling that our Sylvester is alive and not far away. Now, if Sylvester had known the magic pebble was sitting on top of him, he would have wished me back to himself, but he couldn't see. And Miss Sylvester picked up the pebble and she looked and she thought, oh, how I wish our Sylvester is here with us. And you know what happened? Just like that, the rock turned back into Sylvester. And there was lots of hugs and tears and kisses, and everyone was happy. And then they went home and they put the rock in a safe place because someday they might use it, but right now it had already given them everything they wanted. Could you imagine being stuck as a rock for a whole year? I bet your grown-ups would be really worried about you. And now, friends, it is time for us to sing a song together. So I'm going to sing a song about a magic wand, and when I name an animal, you're going to turn into that animal. Are you ready? Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. This is my magic wand. Tap, tap, tap. Wave it in the air and clap, clap, clap. Tap it on your knee and tap it on your head. And with the wave of my wand, you will be an elephant. Can you turn into an elephant? What sound does an elephant make? Do you have a long trunk and big floppy ears? All right, elephants, are you ready to turn into something else? Ready? This is my magic wand. Tap, tap, tap. Wave it in the air and clap, clap, clap. Tap it on your knee and tap it on your head. And with the wave of my wand, you'll turn into dogs. What kind of dogs are you? Are you big dogs? Are you small dogs? All right, friends, and are you ready? Let's see what you turn into next. This is my magic wand. Tap, tap, tap. Wave it in the air and clap, clap, clap. Tap it on your knee and tap it on your head. And with the wave of my wand, you will be boys and girls and friends again. Good job, friends. And friends, that is the end of our Facebook Storytime today. Starting this week, we'll be posting either short story times or we'll be posting story times from the past. So if you want to see our full story time, I want you to come into the library and say hello to me. If you haven't been in yet, I would love to meet you. And if you want to watch more story times, you can always go back and find all the story times that I posted for you. All right, friends, before we say goodbye, let's count to 3 and then we're going to say adios. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Adios.